Hello guys, for extra today I'm doing a ypg535 review, and I got this for my birthday. It's a used one, so the speaker over here is a little dented, but no wonder, it still works out. Should I already checked everything out? I'm not doing a first look thing. But I'm gonna go ahead and unplug one of the things I'm using. You're gonna hear I got my words mixed up. You're gonna hear a few buzzing noises. Maybe not. So when you first get the keyboard and you want to do recording here, you're going to need this. This is a audio jack thing for plugging in audio from the keyboard. Now, I can't lean the keyboard forward because I have my iPad set up here with some speakers. Well, the speaker and then the speaker below this box drum thing. And then my phone case, which I'm obviously not using. So I'm going to go ahead and put this input thing that I showed you earlier into the back of the keyboard here. You can see me doing it here. Now that's in, I'm going to set the camera down. Here's where you might hear a few buzzing noises. Not very loud ones, maybe a few loud ones, but I'll try to keep it limited. Here's your first buzzing noise for you. If I end up touching the metal piece on the end of this cord, or the metal touches something, it makes that noise. Now, turning on the keyboard is pretty simple. Some of them have a button here, which I'll just turn around and show you. This one, let's get my iPad out of the way. This keyboard behind me has a button. This is a different one. There's a little problem with my key here. So that one uses a button, then you hold it down to turn it back off. This one uses a little switch inside the keyboard, so when you push it down, moves the switch over a little bit, also turns the keyboard on. I'm going to do it again so you can see the little Yamaha logo on the screen here. It's the Yamaha logo. So now you just see the normal home screen of your keyboard, the main menu. I have my volume set about half here. That's good enough for me. I've hooked up to the speakers. But when you go into menus, you'll see three things actually. Let me see what chord I just went over here. Okay, it's just that. When you enter a menu, you're going to see three things. What menu you're entering, what function you're on, and what option inside that function you're controlling. To exit this menu, there's an exit button over on the right side of the keyboard. It's the first button on the lowest area of the keyboard. Press it, it'll exit. Now this scroll knob over here, that is a black knob, and it's about 3 inches wide, I think, 1 inch, 2 inch. Correct me if I'm wrong, leave it in the comments if you want. If comments are disabled, well, whatever. So below those are going to be two arrows, left and right. I just bumped that, so I'm going to go ahead and reboot the keyboard here. There's a reset button below it, right in between the two arrows. The three buttons to the left of that, not including the exit button, is the first one next to the exit button to the right is bank, and then there's 1 and 2. Now up here on these 4 buttons with 4 LEDs right next to it that can't change color, there is, from the bottom up, there is something, you can choose your instrument there if you press that and use the scroll knob or use the keypad here. You can do different beats on here. So that's an option. Then you have remix, and where you tap in you can remix a song. And then you have songs. So next to that, we go over to these 3 buttons over here, there's split keyboard, and if you hold that down, you can choose the instrument that you're splitting. I don't want to be in a menu. You can dual voice, and you can turn on and off functions. So you hold this down to choose your function, then you tap it. Same for this voice thing, the dual voice. Let me wake up my other speaker over here. This one likes to go to sleep on me. So, here's normal. And here's dual voice. And remember, you only have 32 notes you can press down. So if you press down 16, you're reaching your max limit. Then you have you have the 12 buttons are keypad 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Minus no, which is technically if you want to do something, it gives you a question, yes or no, you hit no. Or yes, it's the plus button, 2 buttons over, and then the middle is the 0. Then you have a demo button, which brings you to a different song that you can't access throughout the main keyboard, and it also brings up a little video for you. Then going to the left side of the keyboard, you have your volume knob, your turn off and on. Next to that, you have 5 buttons. I don't really use these. I know this one is lyrics, I don't use it. This one goes into another sort of menu thing that is probably for just like trying to look at what's in the keyboard or look at different things. This one brings you to quick options. This is a menu button which I found unuseful. I'm sick a little bit right now. Really sick. And then there's one button I found unactive. And if you're playing along with something, you can have it help you match up to different things. And when you click this, there's a little LED light that'll come on right beside it. Then you have your main like songs button where you can try different styles. And then you have your settings. And then you have left hand right below that, right below like the middle button on that. You have left hand, right hand, and keychain. Then right below that, well, right below the 6 buttons here that I told you about earlier, there's a metronome, and then there's to the right of that, there's a little button for adjusting what your speed is. And of course, I left it in the menu. And then you have record 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and style, those 7 buttons right there. And then you have your style accompaniment, start, fill, start and stop with you pressing the button. And then you have your start once you start, like playing. And it doesn't work. But then you have your play pause, which I shouldn't have pressed. You guys are wondering why you're hearing that. I have a sub going here right below this counter thing. And why there's a mouse there, I've hooked up to my iPad. So that's technically run through, and then if I unplug this and give you guys a overview of what the speakers will sound like. I didn't unplug it successfully. Quite a few buzzing noises. Unuseful. So then if I go ahead and just put this phone over to the side that I'm recording with. Now I go ahead and just play the keyboard here. Let's get somewhere where it sounds better. So it's pretty good audio quality. And then when you go with instrument theme, my favorite, I don't know if it's a Rhodes piano or not, it kind of sounds like it. Wow, that was not fun. Alright, then my phone just flew over and knocked something over on the way. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and stop the video here after one thing. 1 to 8 will start your beginning of your drum thing, and quick drum thing, so you know. This key C here will give you your bass drum. The next two will give you your snare drums. Then you have hi-hats here. You have your ride cymbal, crash cymbal, tambourine, a weird cowbell thing, and then a, whatever you want to call it. Sounds funny to me. Okay, whatever. So I'll just pick up on another video when I get a chance. Thanks for watching.